Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. Today I've got 3 replays to show you in the Tier 10 French medium premium tank de Murat. Now this tank is a top tier Tier 10 tank at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic. You got 3 shot autoload with 390 alpha per shot. You got great mobility, great camo rating, and a decent reload, and as well as that you've got 12 degrees of gun depression, so you can be an absolute beast when you're using the ridge lines and using that gun depression. As far as the armour goes, it's fairly light armoured, but the turret, you know, when you are using your full 12 degrees of gun depression, you can bounce the odd shot, but its main strength is basically its mobility, its camo, and its ability to just dump its clip quickly, relocate, find different angles, and just keep that damage coming. So here on the first map, we pop here just to try and spot enemy tanks crossing. We don't over poke for some shots in there because there's quite often some tank destroyers sitting in the back, and they can potentially get some shots into you. So I've decided that, you know what, I'm just going to take this opportunity now to relocate and take a second angle, so we're able to sort of try and get damage into these tanks, put them into crossfire. So now if they want to push up here, they're going to be in a 3-way crossfire. We should have took a bit more time with that shot. Don't know why we shot it there, but we get 1 shot in, we get second shot in. We do manage to put 2 shots into that tier 8 medium tank there, putting us on to just shy of 900 damage before we go on to our reload. Now I'm having a quick look at the situation. That medium tank on the right is going to make itself difficult for me to get shots into now, and I can't really push those tank destroyers until this tank's destroyed. But I'm thinking, you know what, there are some tanks on the other side which I might be able to get shots in and help my friendly team out. Like, I might be able to cover this medium tank here. Then we spot the TD, and then we spot a 1-shot grill. And I'm thinking, you know what, if I kill this grill, who's a 1-shot, I can then turn my attention to that tank destroyer, who's kind of somewhat in the open, in the middle of the map here, who doesn't have a turret. So I should be able to catch him out. So I'm going to push here, push aggressively to get this shot in the grill. We take out the grill. Thankfully, we don't take any damage in return. And now we're able to just try and lose our spot. We are, something is looking at us, probably for something from the hill or on the right hand side, but we're now going to dump the remaining 2 shells in this enemy Italian tank destroyer who's pushed out into the open there, picking up 1700 damage, and now back onto that reload, and just waiting. We're just trying to scan, have a look to see what our next play is, basically where we can get damage. If I win this side, I might be able to just come behind the enemy team and then start, helping our team out on the other side. I do have fantastic mobility. I can get places pretty quickly. Enemy Murat's dumped his clip. We're going to go for a second shot into him, blind. We're going to go for the third one because we might as well. That one doesn't pay off, but we're back onto reload at this point, and we are 4 tanks up. Just scanning, just looking at that light tank. He's a 1-shot. I think he's looking like trying to escape down the right hand side, and I'm thinking if he does keep to push down, I should be able to then take out that medium tank, light tank, as he tries to escape. But I do want to try and win this as quickly as possible so I can get behind the enemy team. But an enemy medium tank comes out, Swedish medium tank. We get 1 shot into him, 2 shot into him. Thankfully, we set him on fire. Light tank pokes for a shot into us, but we're able to finish him off there, picking up our second kill, putting us under 4,000 damage. Now, this medium tank's trying to escape. The enemy Murat at the top gets destroyed, so I know I've got no threat from the top of that hill now. I'm just going to push this this medium tank here. I know I'm on a reload, but he's running. Time I catch up with him, I'm going to be reloaded anyway, and I don't want to lose any ground trying to get rid of this guy, so I'm just going to full send in, pick up the kill, and this opens up the window to get behind the enemy team. At this point I probably should have dumped my reload straight away here, because that would have given me 3 shots when I catch up, but I haven't, and it's kind of too late now. I want to have my 2 shells ready. I don't want to be on reload, because I want to catch these tanks unaware by coming behind them, and hopefully they won't be paying attention, won't be focusing us, and we try and pick up the damage. I mean, we're clearly winning this game at the moment. It's about getting as much in as we can. Get the kill on that medium tank from earlier, get the kill on the enemy paladin, and quickly pick up 5 kills in a very, very short space of time, getting a double kill there. Keep this train going, keep the on reload. Going to push while we're on reload. When we get there, hopefully we'll be able to pick up another kill. Just scanning to see what the hit points on the targets, and then we're looking at that enemy S-Bahn and the Waffle. We can kill both if we in one clip if we pen them all. Get 1 shot into the Waffle, Death Star, kill him. Get 1 into the Waffle, get a second into the Waffle, pick up 2 kills there, again putting us on to 7 kills and just shy of 6,000 damage. Enemy tank destroyer, we can afford to eat a shot off of this tank if we need to now. Should allow us to get behind him, so I'm kind of expecting that I'm going to be penned when I full send him here. But thankfully he ricochets, and now I can get behind him and dump my clip again. Maybe we can pick up the Radleys here. 1 shot in, 2 shot in. Hopefully we can get the finish in time, and we do. We pick up our Radley's medal, and we don't have enough. We're not reloaded to kill this S-Barn. But brings us an end to the game. So yeah, not a bad game now. We managed to pick up just shy of 7,000 damage with 8 kills. And yeah, I think I blocked about 2,000 as well. So yeah, pretty decent game in the Murat. We only get the first class. But yeah, so get the high caliber. That's it for replay number 1. We still have 2 more to come. So let's move on. Okay, so on to replay number 2 on Redshire. There is 1 enemy light tank in the game and no enemy artillery, no enemy Thumply still concern ourselves with, so we don't have to worry about being shot down from the sky, and we can just worry about what's in front of us. So initially we're going to play the sort of left hand side ridges, which is obviously really good because we've got about 12 degrees of gun pressure and we can use those places very effectively, and this is quite a good map here for the Murat on Redshire. One other thing we have is fantastic view range, so we can outspot targets and we can pick up some assistance that way. So we do spot a couple of targets there, but we're not going to poke, overextend, when there's an enemy machine and stuff there. We want to be a bit careful. We spot an enemy Shah on the other side, or a Shah gets spotted, and we're going to see if we can dump our clip into this target. And we do penning all 3 shells, I believe, for 1,100 odd damage, or 1,200 damage. So a really decent start to the game. That's what we want. But we're being a little bit careful because most of our stuff is behind us, so I don't want to push too far over. I don't want to push over to the next ridge at this stage because I won't have the support if I do so. And if this machine and tanks decide, they're just going to full send me, I won't have any cover that way. So I've got to be a little bit careful. Maybe just play that a little bit later in the game and just sort of see what we can do right now. We're just poking again, gradually poking, see if we can get any shots, see if we can just keep stuff detected. But we do spot this enemy light tank T100, and we can see if we can get some clips into him. He stays behind that rock, and we get 2 shots into him there. We're looking to see if we can get the 3rd shot on his escape. We do manage to do so, and he is ammo racked as well, putting that light tank onto a 1 shot and penning our 2nd clip, putting us just over 2,300 damage there. So a really decent start to the game. But it's still a very close game at this point. It's 15 versus 15. So yeah, that's pretty much what we want. A nice close game, so we've got more chance of getting more damage out of this game if it stays that way. And we're just keeping poking, looking for shots. Like I say, I'm a little bit conscious of crossing over just yet. Enemy Avery gets spotted in the open, so we get 1 shot into him there, but he is turning to us. Now, this is probably a waste of a shot. I wasn't going to pen that with all that space armour, but he turns his turret, and I will pen it, and we pick up another 2 pens out of that clip there, putting us over the 3,000 mark. But still no enemy tanks been destroyed at this point. Enemy Leopard is in the open, so I'm on about 10 seconds of reload. Once this is reloaded, I should be able to dump my clip into this Leopard if he stays like that. So poking over here, looking to get the shots in. We get 1 in, we're about to farm our clip, and then unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, but the Ruthless takes out that Leopard, so he wasn't able to dump the rest of the shells and pick up a bit more damage there. But enemy medium tank there, top tier medium tank has been taken out. Now some tanks have finally been destroyed. It's 13 versus 12, still pretty close, but we're starting to sort of slowly work our way into this game. Enemy light tank spotted on the right hand side. Now I'm thinking I might actually move over at this point. Another medium tank's moved up, and we've got someone down the 1 line moved up, so it gives us a little bit more of an opportunity to try and see what we can do from this ridge now. As we poke, we get shot by the enemy Shah. We got killed earlier. Now this thing's got a terrible interclip, that Shah, so we're able to get our 2 final shells in before he's actually got that interclip reloaded, and we pick up our 1st kill of the game, putting us under 4,000 damage. But I'm going to retreat back to this ridge here for a second while I'm on reload, so I don't get caught out. Thankfully we don't take any damage for leaving that area. And again, we're just playing the ridge lines, looking for shots. I'm thinking this Avery, I might even be able to get shots into this Avery in a minute. Obviously absolutely horrific tank. We set him on fire. We don't feel bad about that at all because, yeah, it's an enemy aviary, so good riddance. Got rid of that tank there, picking up our second kill of the game, putting us onto 5,000 damage. And our tanks are, are slowly winning the sort of left-hand side of the map. Now, if they win the left-hand side of the map, or the heavy flank, if you like it, that will allow me to push up on the ridge a little bit further. Maybe try and spot anything of their tank destroyers at the back. But we can't quite do that just yet because I don't want to get shot in the side if we do that play. But I'm having a little scan, having a little look over, and it looks like they've sort of slowly winning that. So now I am going to push over and use this side of the ridge to see if we can get any more shots in, or see if we can spot any of the camping tank destroyers in their spawn, because there probably will be some. But an enemy M46 pattern is leaving, and we're going to try and dump our clip into this tank. We've got an opportunity here to get another clip in. We get 2 shots in, try and get the 3rd shot in, and we do put them onto a 1 shot. But we now back up because we're getting targeted, and it's probably some sort of the tank destroyers in the base. There is a Waffle E100 in the game. Got to be very, very careful of that because that can rapidly end our game. But we're almost reloaded again. It's got a decent reload, and Waffle does get spotted. Now, I've not quite finished my reload. Waffle is not going to last long getting spotted there. So we do manage to pick up a kill, but we only get 1 shot in him. Aim wasn't reloaded a bit earlier. I might be able to get 2 or 3 into him. But this game is looking like, it's looking pretty favourable to us now. The enemy team is surrounded. We're probably going to win this. Again, it's just about, can we just find some more shells, shots for our shells. Try and get as much out of this as we can. We're on 7,000 damage. I'd love to get one more clip in, one more full clip if possible. So we're just looking to see which is going to be the best victim. We're thinking that Ruthless or this enemy TD, which is left. Maybe if they poke out of that building, we might be able to get a shot. But we're going to close the distance. Enemy Ruthless does get spotted. I just want him to try and poke up a little bit. He does. We get 1 shot in. We get 2 shots in, looking for the kill shot, but he gets taken out. Puts us on to 8,000 damage for 500 assistance with 1 shell left remaining. We chance that one just in case. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off. And that is going to bring us an end to replay number 1. So let's just see how we got on. And then we move on to that final replay of the video. So we managed to get 3 kills, 8,000 damage, 700 assistance, 390 block. We only get the 1st class again. High caliber, we do have a decent game, so let's move on now to the final replay of this video. Okay, so here we are for the final replay, and we are platooned up in this one with our buddy Jamus in the tier 10 tank destroyer, the Ruthless, and there's 2 enemy fun police in the game, but no enemy light tank, so that is going to give us a good window of opportunity to pick up some assistance, being there's no light tank and we've got good camo and fantastic view range, so we can kind of be the scout almost for our team in this one and try and pick up some of that juicy assistance off of the artillery, or even our platoon mate Jammers in the Ruthless with that big tank destroyer gun. So initially we're going to go and push over to the sand dunes on the left, see if we can spot any enemy tanks coming there, and then work out what we're going to do with from there after we kind of spotted the tanks. So we're going to poke up on this ridge, see if we can catch anyone out. We've got here fairly quickly, just waiting to see if anything comes around, but we can dump our clip in early. And this enemy machine is full sending in, so we get 1 shot in, trying to get the 2nd one in, we do. Damaging his engine there, we go for the 3rd shot, we don't get that one in, but we do track him in place, so we might be able to pick up some track assistance there. Back onto reload now. He does damage our gun, but we do bounce the shot, so we just repair that because I don't really want a damaged gun at this stage. And we're just having a little look what we've got. So that machine has got put onto a 1 shot. He's crossing that, well, a 2 shot, sorry. He's crossing up. We're hoping to try and get a shot in. We just squeeze one in, which puts him into a 1 shot. But we have the majority of my team behind me. And I'm going to push forward because I want to kill this machine and then get underneath the next ridge to spot the targets, because it's no good having my whole team in one corner of the map if they're not going to have anyone to shoot at. So I'm going to push forward to try and give them something to shoot at. Our base is pretty undefended right now, but I'm thinking if I can just get as much out of the game from this spot, I can always rotate back to the base, which I'm probably going to need to be just looking at the positioning of our team. But there's a lot of tank destroyers in front of me. So my main idea here, I'm the first one forward. I just want to use this ridge line to spot them, keep everything targeted. I don't want to, you know, stay and aim for a shot because I'm going to get penned by the turret by something nasty. So I just want to keep them as, you know, spotted, because while they're detected there, they're going to have free reign to get shot at by our friendly fun police, our friendly 2 artilleries in the corner, and any tank destroyers which is behind us covering. So I just want to keep everything spotted, and we should start to see the assistance damage come in. Already got to about 1,000 assistance. Like these targets, you know, they're trapped. This enemy Ruthless is coming straight over. He should instantly get deleted coming up this ridge because we have so much behind him. But we do manage to get the kill shot in, and he gets taken out. Enemy S-Bomb, we don't want to get taken out by this target, but we put one shot into his turret. He then gets slapped by something big, and then we're able to finish him off, picking us up 2,000 damage, 3 kills, and 2,500 assistance. So a really decent start to this game. I'm just trying to see if we can spot anything else at the background, see if we can try and pick up a bit more assistance, but I'm also, it's in the back of my mind that I'm probably at some point going to have to turn around to that base, because they are starting to push our friendly artillery at the back there, meaning the tanks are coming behind us. So we're just seeing if we can just spot anything before we leave. And now I'm thinking, you know what, I am going to go back. You know, there's getting a ping at the other side of the map. I don't want to get capped out. And I also want to spot anything which does go to our base sooner rather than later, so that there's more chance of the tanks getting caught out in the open, and us picking up more assistance damage or more damage of ourselves. So it's still a very close game. You know, we're only one tank up at this point, but so we've got to be pretty careful. But we are still full health, so I'm feeling pretty confident at the moment. Enemy Centurion gets caught out in the open here. We are going to stop and just clip this tank out while we've got a window of opportunity to do so. Picking up our 4th kill of the game, putting this into a 10 versus 9. Now, I want this enemy Chisel here to die because I don't want him to just keep spotting us while we're trying to spot our base. So I'm just going to go around and see if we can just get rid of this tank, as quickly as possible, so then I can just divert my attention. But he gets taken out by our friendly platoon mate Jamis in the Ruthless there. And now we're going to go around and see if we can get around the back of this enemy Avery. I'm hoping he's not going to be paying attention to us. He's got 2 more rats coming behind him now. He should die pretty quickly for this. Any Murat shoots as well, we know we can kill him. I get one shot in, he gets finished off by our friendly Murat with us. And now we're going to dump that reload quickly. Only 6 tanks left in this game now, but we're on 3,000 damage, 3,200 assistance with 4 kills. So having a decent game. I just want to zoom over the end of the map as fast as I possibly can to try and pick up some more assistance and what I assume is a tank destroyer's sort of at the back sort of base, probably close to where this tank's got spotted. I'm assuming there's going to be some more on that ridge line there. We do spot an enemy at T95. He's side on, so we're going to just try and shoot these shots in before he angles. We get 2 shots in, we go for the 3rd one, but he just slopes down enough so we're not able to pen that. But we are going to force him across. We do manage to get 2 shots into him. I just want to get there quickly because I could potentially pick up more assistance in this game if we spot some of the targets before our friendly team do. So we are full sending across. We'll be reloaded the time we get there anyway. We're going to go straight up onto this ridge and then just try and spot what's below them. I mean, there's 2 enemy fun police. They're probably, there's limited places there can be. One of the enemy fun police gets spotted already. He's a target. We're probably going to try and dump our clip in and take him out because it's going to be easy for us to pen. We get 1 shot in. Should be able to get the kill here, picking up our 5th kill of the game. Then we dump our last shot there into that enemy Ruthless on the other side of the map. Putting this on to 5 kills, 4,000 damage. I probably should have just used that shot actually to kill back T95 in the end, but we decided to shoot the Ruthless. There's only 2 tanks remaining. This Ruthless is shot. Now I know this Ruthless has got like a 30-odd second reload, so we're going to be able to go straight up in front of him and dump this clip before he's even reloaded. So we get 1 shot in, 2 shot in. We should get all of them in here. We get the final shot in. Going to pull back round now so we can avoid getting slapped by that big nasty gun. I'm thinking at this point I'm probably not going to get the kill because he's got a Murat coming behind him, but it looks like our Murat has actually dumped his clip, so you never know. We'll go for a cheeky ram. I'm just hoping we can try and get this kill in to try and pick up the top gun. We're almost reloaded. Do we squeeze it in? Yes, we do, and that brings us an end to the video. So let's see how we got on before we say goodbyes. We got the top gun, we got 6 kills, we got about 5,600 damage, just shy of 6,000 damage, 3,000 assistance with the brother-in-arms, and we do pick up the ace tanker. So that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!